The diversity of the people who were involved in the process, I think, is paramount to success in creating a portrait of a graduate. If somebody sitting in an office made decisions about what our students should be doing and they did that in isolation, they probably wouldn't capture a lot of things.
Students were initially involved in terms of being panelists on the working group. So they presented to the group about their experiences at the school, but also alumni who had graduated and who are now in college came back and presented as part of that panel too. So they informed the working group process.
I thought that it was actually really interesting because not a lot of schools that I would think would actually involve their students like this, so I was pretty excited to be involved.
We took a real cross-section of students because what works for a student that's going to go to a really high-performing college, elite university, isn't that's not everyone from our high school. We're very economically diverse, where we might have kids that will attend the local community college or go right to work, or we do have those kids that go off to those really elite universities. So getting a cross-section of what worked for them and what we can improve upon and how they felt prepared or not prepared was really helpful to the group in terms of what we had to think about relative to what every student should have when they graduate.
For me personally, I touched upon diversity, I think, a lot. And it's nobody's fault. I think it's just to pull in a little bit more diversity in terms of opinions and how embracing how other people might think is important to creating the culture of the school too.
There was a lot of talking about how we were stressed out at the school, and so we were trying to figure out ways to help lower the stress level here. And so I think that when we came down to it, it was really a talk about how to prepare us well and how to do that in a way that isn't sort of super stressful.
The draft was shared with students as part of the class officer groups here at the high school and the leadership teams. And students were solicited as well, both students that were in formal leadership positions, but also students that were influential in school or represented certain stakeholder groups, because we wanted a variety of student perspectives on the portrait of the graduate.
It definitely made me excited to think of that I've had enough of an impact that I wasn't considered to have my voice be heard. And so I think being able to speak up for maybe my friends or people that I talk to on a daily basis that have opinions and maybe too shy to say what they really think to somebody, I think I was able to kind of take bits and pieces from everybody and talk about what everybody kind of feels as a whole. And so that made me happy.
Well, I think that you really just have to focus on student input, getting a lot of different people to come and talk, because the students know firsthand what school is like and just exactly how everything could work better. And so I think that if you went and talked to a lot of different students, that would be really helpful, because not everyone does the same things.